guys, DennisVentura here, and today we have an SEO question coming to us from across pond in Europe. Again, if you have a question, feel free to reach out to me at any one of the channels on here, and I'll be happy to answer any one of your questions. So, you have a question. Hello, we are a European training services company in information security and business continuity. We have a website to present our training courses. So here's the website. It's relatively competitive domain, and we would like to improve our SEO and specifically have an SEO strategy, competition analysis, keyword definition, which I guess would be a keyword research, and how can you help? So Geraldine, thanks so much for the question. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through kind of like a quick analysis. So with the site right now, I guess I'm seeing that it goes back to May of 2021, so a little bit under a year, and seems like there's been some kind of traction, then kind of has died down. So I don't know if this has been maybe some paid advertising that you have done. Let's see if we could see any paid ads, paid keywords. And we're using here Ahrefs. So there's so many tools out there. There's Ahrefs, there's SEMrush. Those are going to be your two biggest popular tools. I use both of them. I tend to use Ahrefs really if it's strictly SEO, since they have so much data on everything on the internet. So right now, your site, in terms of competitiveness, there's a couple of things that you have to look at. Key performance indicators or KPIs. It's your domain rating, how many websites are linking to you, how much content. I mean, it's a beautiful website. It's great looking. Seems to be done very well. So I definitely see that you guys have invested a lot of time into that. If you see over here, here was your content, your latest news. And let's take a look at one of these. So content is going to be really important. Here's the way I kind of approach it. Content is what convinces Google to place you on page one. Okay, content is what convinces Google to place you on page one. And really what you want to do with your content is you want to be approaching it from a term that you're educating your target audience with the information that they're looking for. So for example, this is a success story. So yeah, not a lot of content. Also the breadth and the depth of the content, meaning how much content on a particular topic is written. That's also pretty important. I would say on average, and this ranges from 1,000 to 5,000 words per piece of content. It really depends on whether it is just a regular piece of content or if it would be considered kind of what's called cornerstone content. That would be content that dives deep into a specific kind of idea within your space. So learn from everything. I'm trying to find something that would give us an idea. So there's a lot of content here that kind of is talking about you guys, which is great. Kind of helps you build some brand authority. But really your main target is, okay, like target ransomware open season number 2. Okay. So where we would need to start first is obviously looking at, okay, what are the words that your business needs to be going after? So, obviously you're in the courses business, you provide training, so information security training. So this might be, of course, something that we would want to look for. For this, we would go to our keyword tool. And we would have to decide whether you're looking to get traffic from the US or a particular country. I know .ch, that's domain tied to Switzerland. So you want to make sure that, and if I look at your traffic right now, it seems like the United States, you have 89% of your organic traffic, natural traffic, is coming from there. Now that's not a lot. I mean, it's 200 people, but That seems to be where you're getting a lot of traffic. UK being second, Denmark third, and you can see the rest. So the first decision would be like, okay, where do you want to target? Is it going to be the US? Is it going to be the UK? And then that would be the difference in terms of the demand. So if we look at this keyword in the United States, you're going to see that number one, from an organic standpoint, trying to get free traffic, it is pretty competitive. It's hard. In order to rank for this word, you're going to need somewhere around, you're going to need content around this word, number one, and then basically you're going to need like about somewhere about 141 other websites referring to you as an authority in this. And I mean, there's 150 people a month. Is that worth, I mean, the effort? I mean, that's not really a lot of people. I mean, you want to be looking for words that are somewhere in the thousands. So if there's people searching in the thousands, let's see if we go to the UK, if maybe that number changes. So you can see the competition does get less. So this is why it's important to understand where you're going to focus on. And then the volume does get less. So I don't know, what if we just try information technology, information security, then we get a bunch of different, what would we call a combination and permutations of the service of the keyword. And then we find out that a word actually is training. So you can see here how we've gone from courses to training, and it's actually, the volume is still kind of the same. This cybersecurity courses UK, but the effort that it's going to take to rank on there is going to be not as much. So this is a good one. Another thing we do is we try to figure out, okay, what are you already ranking for? Okay, so right now your site has about 125 words. And this you could also verify using Google Search Console if you have that set up. I would recommend it. It's absolutely free, and it's directly tied to Google's database. It lets you know what Google recognizes your site as being relevant for. So if we take a look at these words, again, you could look at this through, in the US you have 35, in the UK you have 12. So here you have your brand. Here you have, let me put this in volume of how many people search for it. So ISO 27005. So that's, I would guess, a course number. Postal technology. This CISM bootcamp. There's 50 people a month. So, I mean, this would be where we would want to go ahead and make some decisions. Okay. This bootcamp, right? I mean, if you take a look at this word, I would think, this is courses. It's not, I don't know what the profit margins are, but it's not like something that, somebody's going to buy like off of Amazon, right? So if you look here, you have a lot of people advertising, and maybe this would be a word that you'd want to go after. As you can see, people have dedicated pages for this. And also there's some videos, video content. The main thing, like I said before at the beginning, content is what convinces. You could even say an algorithm, because if you look at YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of these are just algorithms behind the scenes that have some mathematical, statistical kind of formula that they look for in terms of the results that they're given and the traffic. At the end of the day, people are searching. I mean, every single kind of platform has some type of search feature. So in order for you to get in front of the traffic or the demand, then you need to understand, what is the content that you need to put in front of people that's going to get them the algorithm to get you in front of them. So hopefully that makes some sense. But I mean, we would start with the word, with the keyword. You did mention competitor analysis. Yes, we would want to. Usually, what I do is I ask you for 3 competitors, and that way we get an idea. Okay, success leaves kind of clues. If you have competitors in your niche that are getting a ton of traffic, you see that they're very visible. then we're able to kind of look at what are the words that they're showing up for. So if we look at over here, I mean, I'll pull up some competitors that competing domains. You have competing domains, you have competing pages. So, but I think nobody knows your market the way you do. So here goes some. I mean, and I'll tell you, like, if you have any words in common. Here goes another one, Academy. They have about 2,200 keywords. So I don't know if that would be considered a competitor. But yeah, if you give us your competitors, we will be able to do kind of some reverse engineering where we're able to look at what their KPIs are, what are their words, and then be able to give you kind of a list of this information. So that definitely would be part of our initial service. And then we'll lay it out to where you get all the data in regards to, okay, these are the words that you really should be going after, similar to what we're doing here. You know, we'll also tell you, okay, these are some words that would make the most sense. Like, you know, like what would be something that I think would make sense over here? Project management. I mean, like this one right here, this would be a keyword that maybe would make sense. I mean, this is risk management. You're sure enough for this. So risk management would be maybe a keyword. And we'd look to see if there's some sort of training or courses. Here you go, courses. So you can see there's about 350 people a month searching for that. And this would probably be one. In the UK, people are actually saying risk management course in the UK. And you can see how, you know, economics plays a big role in this. You know, there's 350 people, that's demand. 31 is competitiveness. This has a lower demand, and the competitiveness is 8. So you can see how that will help you be able to develop a strategy. So, you know, in this case, I would say it would be easier and faster to acquire this traffic of 100 people than, you know, this of 350 people. So, and they're both the same kind of looking for the same information, except that they're using a pre-qualifier, what you would call like what they call a long tail keyword. You know, just giving you more information on exactly what they're looking for. So, and then you have even here online courses. So there is demand. Once you add this up, you kind of get, you know, 350 for, you know, like about 500, close to 1,000. You know, if you kind of add a couple of other words in there, and then people are looking for short courses. People are looking for courses online, clinical risk. So this would all go into building your strategy. We give it to you in a spreadsheet where kind of has it all laid out. We also give you a content marketing strategy. I think you guys are doing a good job in terms of the content that you have here. Here you guys, but I would think the business risk management. So that would be good. Definitely cybersecurity would be something. So we would give you kind of like a roadmap in terms of, okay, here's what you really need to focus on. This is all great success stories. But if you really want to go after trying to rise in rankings and generate more traffic, you really need to focus on a topic. And seems like 26, 25. I mean, so January 1, 2, 3. So 5 posts. So 5 posts is not bad. I would say somewhere around 10 is better. You know, the more you feed the algorithm information, the better you're going to be able to be found relevant for that. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. Hopefully this answers your question. I guess I wanted to end it with some of our reviews of clients that have hired us to do this type of work. I mean, here goes a client that said that Dennis did an amazing job. Super impressed with details, and with everything that I provide you not only documents, both, you know, spreadsheets and PDFs. I also do a video explanation, and if need be, we could jump on a Zoom call. But there's no doubt that he's an expert in this field. So here's another one. He was really confused about SEO. This is like about 90% of my clients that come here to me, and they've had bad experiences, or they're just very novice. So there's so much information out there on the internet in regards to this marketing function that it's hard to really find somebody that is going to give you all the information. My whole approach is I try to educate you on how this all works, so that, if you wanted to, you could do this yourself. There's nothing really, there's no secret to this. It's just understanding the tactics and implementing them and time. So that's the equation. So you could do this. The only difference between you doing it and me doing it is you're basically paying for my teams and my time. So in contact that, definitely right choice we work with. And then here's a repeat customer. This is actually an agency. We work with them. We give them a lot of white labeled stuff, and they always love our work. So just put it out there. So again, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out at any one of these channels, and we'll love to work with you guys. So after this video, I'll send you over a link to our service to get started to do an SEO analysis, SEO plan, SEO audit, whatever you would call it. Basically, it's just giving you everything that you need to get started. So thanks so much for your question, and take care.